Alright, good morning guys. This is my Sunday morning, the 21st of November. This is my Sunday, the 21st of November video. Viewer of the channel yesterday, that's on Saturday, asked me to do a review on the HEX token. So this is an Ethereum token and it seems to have been out for a very long time. The price currently is at 21 cents, but it's been coming from, so the all-time on CoinMarketCap, you can go on all and you can see it's coming all the way from 2019. So I think the 18th of December 2019, and at that time it was at a price of 0.00025 cents or dollar. So, and the volume was just $32 on that day. The next day $59. Then it kept going up. Some days it was at $0, $149 some days. So when it just started out, it started out real slow, and some days $0, but then it started getting into the thousands and then the millions. Just a couple months later, or just a month later, it got into the millions. Well, 4 months later got into the millions, and right now this in 2021 it's actually up into the 50 million, see 30 million, so it's constantly in the millions now. So we're gonna open their website. We're gonna open their website in a new tab. So open their website, let that load. We're gonna open tokensniffer. We're gonna use tokensniffer. This is we can't use every single tool we used to use. We can't, because this is a Ethereum token. So we're gonna copy the address. We're also gonna load up DEX tools. We're gonna launch DEX tools app. Launch app. So launch that. Go to their website and it says hex.com. HEX takes average 40% interest a year. So that's good. If they can say yes, there's an average of 40% return on stakes every year, that would be good. So, you know, if you invested, or if you staked $1,000 worth of your HEX, then you'd have made, for the year, you'd have made $400 on top of that, on average. Alright, so it says the first blockchain certificate of deposit, high interest, no minimum, and decentralized design. Over 200,000 wallets own HEX so far. So they say they have over 200,000 holders. Alright, it says what is HEX, but that's a video. You guys can watch this video to see what HEX is. Alright, so the future of investing is here. Certificates of deposit, CDs, are common investment tools managed by banks. CDs are used by hundreds of millions of people worldwide, creating a market valued in the trillions of dollars. HEX has taken the concept of CDs, also it's a CD, added significantly higher average interest rates, removed banking fees, and turned it into a decentralized cryptocurrency. So if it says it removes banking fees, that means the buy fees and the sell fees must be super low, or nil, or zero. So by locking any amount of HEX you choose for a period of time between 1 and 5,555 days, you stake your deposit and gain interest every single day. The average API is over 40%, while transitional CDs average less than 2%. Wow. And guys, this means APY, you can research it. APY means average percentage yield. So that's the on Google it says average percentage yield is the rate you can earn on an account over a year, and it includes compound interest. So if you want to know more about what APY means, you can go and look on Google what it exactly means. So HEX is showing you that, hey, if you stake with us, or if you put your money with us, you get on average, people earn 40% on that investment or that staking. But with banks, with CDs, with certificates of deposit with banks, you earn less than 2%. So what I've been noticing recently is like there are certain things coming out now, because right now we're actually in the future. It's showing that banks are slowly becoming obsolete, because if everybody started putting their money into cryptocurrency and just tokens in general and stuff like that, keeping their money out of the bank's hands, that would disrupt the whole system. And I'm realizing that people are realizing that they can make more money off of investing in these type of CDs with HEX right here. Or if you buy, say, or you invest, say you invest like $100 into tokens and stuff, it's more than likely that you split that $100 up between, say, 10 different tokens that just started. Say 5 of those tokens are a scam, the other 5 aren't scams. Say the other 5 aren't scams, and you 10x and 20x and 30x your money on just 3 of those tokens. If you had that money in the bank, that $100 in the bank for a year, you're probably going to get less than 5 cents worth of interest on that money. But say you got scammed out of 5 of those tokens, where that's $50 that you bought, and then you have $50 into the $50 worth into the other tokens. If you get 10x or 5x or 3x on just 3 or 4 of those tokens, you already doubled your money or tripled your money. Sometimes you can 10x, 1,000x. Sometimes you even get 1,000,000x if you are lucky, if you chose one of those tokens that blow up, like people who invested in Shiba Inu or Dogecoin and stuff. Banks don't allow you to multiply your money like that, and this is where we're actually at. We're actually in the future where less and less people are putting their money into banks. More, you're realizing that people are realizing that putting your money into places like Bitcoin and Dogecoin or Shiba or those type of tokens make more sense than having it in a bank. Because you put your money in the bank, and what happens? The bank loans it out to other people, but sometimes when you want a loan, they're gonna tell you that, oh, you're not qualified and this and that. But all right, let's move on. That's me rambling a little bit. All right, so it says HEX is the first blockchain CD. CDs, known as certificates of deposit or time deposits, are worth trillions of dollars. CDs are more than gold, credit card companies, and cash. Wow. All right, so you say highest appreciating asset. Cryptocurrencies are the highest appreciating asset class in the history of mankind. See, I was just talking about this. Banks don't allow you to grow your money like this, ever, never. A bank won't tell you, oh, if you invest $100 here in the next 5 years, it could be $20 billion. No, banks won't tell you that. Banks will tell you, oh, hey, if you invest $100 with us, we'll give you $1 on it over the next year, or over the next 10 years, you'll make $1 on it. That's how banks do. All right, so Bitcoin's price did a 6.5 billion x from 1 cent to 65,000 in 12 years. So just imagine 12 years ago, you had just 1 cent in Bitcoin. Today, that 1 cent is over $65,000. So if you had just invested $1,000 here, you would be a billionaire right now. You would be a billionaire, probably a trillionaire right now. Banks don't allow you to hold 1 cent in your account and it will possibly turn into 65,000. No bank would ever do that. All right, so he said HEX removes middlemen. All right, so HEX is the first cryptocurrency in the world with a chart of its future locked supply. You can see when big stakes are set to expire in the future and plan around them. All right, so that sounds like a good concept. So HEX's share price went up 10,000 X so far. So HEX share price used to be 56 cents and went up to 5,761 so far. Alright, so it says HEX has low inflation. At writing, HEX has a market cap of 175 billion and is the number 3 biggest cryptocurrency per Nomics, TradingView, Coin Ranking, and more. Over 300,000 Bitcoin in over 30,000 addresses minted their own HEX using the HEX contract. Also, you're able to mint HEX too. Alright, so HEX pays, we already saw that about the 40% APY. So it's showing you how to buy the HEX and then you can stake it. So I think how I'm seeing this, I think this type of this HEX is more of a, they're geared towards people who aren't looking for a quick buck or a quick come up in a day or two. They're mostly for people who wants to say, hey, put 20,000, put 5,000, put 100, or put any amount of money in, and you leave it in there just like how you would in the bank. Because when you put money in the bank, you're not putting 5,000 in today and then go look to see how much interest you got tomorrow to use it or whatever. HEX is more geared towards you going in, putting your money, staking it, and earning your interest year on end. And I guess the longer you stake it, the more money you earn on it. So it shows that the price right now is 18 cents, or call it 19 cents, and it currently has a market cap of 26 billion. And so far there's over 62 billion HEX has been staked. That's a lot. And it says over 239,000, so 239,401,000 addresses. So that's a lot of holders right now, and they're on 22 different exchanges, and that's a lot also. So let's go look at their Twitter. They probably have like 100,000 Twitter followers. So they have 53,000 Twitter followers, and let's see how active they are. All right, so they did something November 2, October. So they're not very active on Twitter. I notice a lot of these companies or a lot of these tokens is like in the beginning they're super active on Twitter, but then as soon as they grow to a size that's very, very large or huge, they tone down their activity. Like they're not as active as they used to be. So they haven't posted or tweeted anything in the last 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks since they last posted anything or tweeted anything. And they joined in March of 2019. All right, let's go paste their address, their contract address in tokensniffer to see what tokensniffer says. Paste it here. All right, so it says they got a 60 out of 100, so medium risk. All right, so token is sellable, so people are able to sell this token and buy. Wow, I've never seen any. I've done reviews on probably 100 or 200 different tokens, but on this YouTube channel I'm probably only at like 30 or 40 tokens so far. But on my own I do a whole bunch of tokens, and I've never seen one that has a buy fee or sell fee of 0%. Never seen that before. Alright, so it says contract source verified, no similar token contracts, ownership renounced. So it says the ownership has been renounced or does not contain a owner contract. And it says creator wallet contains less than 5%, 0% at this time, and it has a liquidity of 671 Ethereum, but it got an X for 95% of liquidity burnt or locked. So I guess this 671% of liquidity is less than the total supply of the liquidity. Let's go look at the holders. That's good. If it got so it's showing that a couple holders at the top have a whole bunch of these. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The top 7 accounts have that's 20, 30, 40, 50. So about 70% of the token supply. That's a lot. The first address, I don't know which address this is, whose address this is. They have 28% of the supply, and they have a value of $1.6 million in it. Then the second one have over 700,000. Let's see. I've never used the info tab before. Well, there's nothing in there to see. That's the holders liquidity pool. Let's see. So that's less than. I don't remember if I clicked on the liquidity analysis. So I guess that's the amount of money that's in the liquidity. So let's see. That's the 1.6. How much did it say? 671. So 671 times Ethereum is at what? $4,300 right now. That would have been $2.8 million. So I guess all of these holders would add up to $2.8 million. Hopefully that's it. The 2.8. This would pass 2.8. All of these would pass 2.8. Let's go with the DEX tools. Paste their address in DEX tools. So click on HEX. And it shows you that people are actually buying and selling right now. And you can see people are buying and selling a lot. So this person just sold over $4,000 worth, $4,000 worth, $4,000 worth. So people are selling a lot, and people are buying too. So you can see people are buying and selling. Everybody's buying and selling. All right, so it says the total liquidity. So here it is. I think all of these added up. So all of these, I think like these first couple of addresses would add up to the total liquidity of $5.8 million. So that's a good amount of liquidity, and it has a daily volume of $2.4 million. All right, so pooled HEX, so holders will look like at the time of this video, I think their website is showing over 239,000 holders, but at this point it's over 300,000. So there it is, over 325,982 holders right now. So that's a good amount of holders, and it's saying it has a total market cap of 108 billion. Well, that's what they say, but CoinMarketCap says they have a market cap of 36 billion, and I think CoinGecko says the same thing. Let's see. Well, CoinGecko doesn't have their market cap information, but let's go down to this section where it says in the last hour they went down by 0.8%. In 24 hours it went up 3.2%, but in the last days went down 15%, 15.6%. In the last 2 weeks went up by 9.7%. Last 30 days went down by 25.3%. In the last year went up over 5,627%. That's a lot. So everybody who invested over a year ago, they made a lot. Let's see what else we can find out about this token. So we used let's go to HEX and let's look at let's view their contract right here. So this one was the holders with Uniswap, so exit out that. Alright, so let's see. I think this contract is way different than the regular contracts we've seen with these new tokens that be popping up, where you can usually find the token owner address and stuff. This one, you can find the token owner address just like that. The token owner is not right there. Alright, here it's showing in the information section of Etherscan. It's showing that the market cap is 32 billion, just like other websites are reporting. So, and it says that fully diluted market cap is 108 billion. Let's see what that really means. Well, can't click on it right now. Alright, so I need to find, let's see, it's their website. I think they had a link to, let's scroll down and look. So charts, no, useful sites, hex.com. I need to find, alright, so hex token, that's the token address. Let's reload the token address. Alright, so this is what I'm looking for. Contract creator. When you load their address in Etherscan, you can look at the contract creator and click on their contract. Click on their contract and you can see all the transfers and stuff they did. So you can see this person, or this guy who created the contract, he hasn't done too much movements with his contract address. So you can see the only thing that really happened was tax fees and stuff like that. So the owner of this, or the person who created it, wasn't sending out hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars out of his address to anywhere else or stuff like that. So that's good. Let's see, we already did token sniffer. Let's run BS check. Let's see what BS checker says about this token. This is one of the weirdest contracts I've seen. It's like this contract is way different than a lot of tokens that I've seen. And they probably built this contract from the ground up. All right, let's see. It says there's over 269,000 holders. People are able to sell, buy tax of 0, sell tax of 0. So there is no tax, like they said earlier. Unlike banks, there's no tax or anything on this token. At this point, they cannot show a contract owner. I was unable to find the exact contract owner, but I found a contract creator. So this is the contract creator right here. I'm not sure if that's the person who owns it right now. They currently have a balance in this they currently have a balance of 0.96 Ethereum. So they have like 4,000. Yeah, see, they have a value of $4,000 in their Ethereum wallet. So let's go down. So no information on the liquidity. but the top holders of this token have, this is very good. This is one of the best tokens I've seen so far, that every one of the top 5 or top 4 holders have less than 1%. So I think if I come into any type of money, like if I had like $500 or $1,000 right now, I'll just invest it and then stake it into this HEX, because as far as I see, they didn't copy their contract address from anybody else and try to make money off of it, or try to just start up a new coin or token or anything. They even created it with 0 buy tax, 0 sell tax, and it went up from 0.0039 2 years ago to now 18 cents, and it's probably gonna go further. And it says right now, I didn't check this part, so it says there's a total supply of 633 trillion of these tokens. So these have been created. We don't know if the owner still have the contract or can change a contract or nothing, where he can possibly add tokens or not. We're not sure. So they say the circulating supply is 173 billion HEX. So that's good if there's only 173 billion out there. And hopefully they burning stuff. They haven't said anything about burning. So I'm on the laptop. Let me type the word burn. So they don't have anything that says talks about burning or whatever. But on a scale of 0 to 100, I do think that this HEX is legit. I personally think it's legit. You guys can possibly go out there, find more information on this, on HEX. You can go out there, find more information on HEX. But if I was a betting man, well, I kind of am one, I would probably put some money in this. Like if I'm gonna put $20,000 in the bank, I would probably put 10 in the bank and then possibly put the other 10 in here. Because if I'm gonna get 40% interest on my money, possibly every year off this, so that would be on my 10,000, I'll probably be making 4,000, 2,000 to 4,000 every year staking it. And I guess if you stake for longer periods of time, like for 5 years, 6 years, I think your percentage yield probably gonna be higher. But on a scale of 0 to 0 to 100, I think this is one that I would give 85, 86 right now. But remember guys, you got to go out there and do your own your own reviews and research on these new coins or tokens or any type of investment you guys are gonna do. You got to go out and do extra in research. You can come to these videos on YouTube. You can watch my videos to see what type of research I do into these tokens or coins or anything, that use those to help you. But then you have to go out and do extra research. But please guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And don't be afraid to leave a comment in leave a message in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about this hex.com. Tell me if you have some money staked in there, or tell me about another coin or token you want me to do a video on, because this hex.com was requested by a viewer of the channel yesterday, so I did it today. And well guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.